Hello, topic is rhomboid fossa. What is this rhomboid fossa? It is a diamond shaped fossa. It's a diamond shaped fossa. Where is it present? It's present behind the brainstem. Where exactly? Behind the pons and behind the medulla oblongata. So this rhomboid fossa is a diamond shaped fossa behind the pontomedullary junction. That is behind the lower pons and behind the upper medulla. So it is in the pontomedullary junction. This rhomboid fossa can also be called as the floor of the fourth ventricle, which is the cavity of the brainstem. So this diamond shaped fossa, rhomboid fossa, is divided by sulcus. That sulcus are posterior median sulcus in the midline on the posterior aspect, posterior median sulcus, into two halves, right half and the left half. This is the right half for the patient, this is the left half. So posterolateral sulcus. Posterolateral sulcus is also called sulcus limitans. Sulcus limitans because it limits two areas. This area between the posterior median sulcus and the posterolateral sulcus, also called sulcus limitans, this area is a linear elevation towards the midline. So it's called the median eminence. Median eminence because it's an elevation projecting towards the midline. This area is called the lateral area. It is very simple. Median eminence is towards the midline, lateral area is away from the midline. The lateral area is also called as vestibular area because vestibular nuclei rest here. They are superior, inferior, medial and lateral nucleus, vestibular nuclei. Therefore the lateral area is also called as vestibular area. Just further laterally, there will be lateral recesses. It's an extra point. In that lateral recess, there will be cochlear nuclei. Cochlear nuclei belongs to auditory pathway. Vestibular nuclei, that is superior, inferior, medial and lateral, belongs to vestibular pathway or the balance pathway. That is about the lateral area. Coming to the median eminence. So to understand the median eminence, I will show one more diagram. The upper portion of this sulcus limitans shows depression. Superior fovea shows depression down also, inferior fovea. So superior fovea and inferior fovea are two landmarks in the sulcus limitans. Opposite to superior fovea, there is an elevation. It is called facial colliculus. Facial colliculus. Opposite to inferior fovea, there is one line which is separating two triangular area. This line is called sulcus separations or funiculus separations. So let's understand what is facial colliculus. Facial colliculus, it is an elevation found on the median eminence in the pons area. So within this pons, cut section of pons, the facial nerve nucleus is here, but the nerve fiber goes and circles around the abducent nerve nucleus. So this facial nucleus has migrated here towards the trigeminal nucleus. That's a fatal attraction between the two. It's called neurobiotaxis. But this has caused the axons to wind across the abducent nerve nucleus, and that has caused an elevation called facial colliculus, which is important. You should try to remember that. The lower part, sulcus separations or funiculus separations, opposite to inferior fovea, it is in the medulla oblongata. Okay. Medially there is one triangular area. It's called hypoglossal trigone or hypoglossal triangle. Medially hypoglossal triangle. Laterally one more triangle. It's called vagal triangle or vagal trigone. So opposite to inferior fovea there are two triangles. What are they? Medially hypoglossal trigone, laterally vagal trigone or vagal triangle. What is the deep to this? Deep to the hypoglossal trigone, obviously there is hypoglossal nuclei. If I stimulate that nucleus, then your tongue will move. So this will supply your tongue muscles, hypoglossal nuclei. Deep to this vagal trigone or vagal triangle, there is dorsal nucleus of vagus. If I stimulate that, then you will get hunger because gastric secretions will release. So dorsal nucleus of vagus lies deep to vagal triangle. Hypoglossal nucleus lies deep to hypoglossal trigone or hypoglossal triangle. Separating the pons from medulla oblongata, there is a white matter. It's called as stria medullaris. Stria medullaris is a bundle of white matter running across the pontomedullary junction. It's called as stria medullaris. So that is about rhomboid fossa in detail. It's a floor of the fourth ventricle, which is diamond shape or rhomboid shape or Kaju Barfi shape. Therefore, it's called as rhomboid fossa. Thank you.